Hey, good morning. Daily Orange. Start of a new week. I learned a lot of lessons this weekend. I don't know about you guys, but a couple of them are never ever assume that you can't put a deal together, a transaction together, or bring a buyer and seller together, because there's always a way. If deep down you have two willing parties, the listening and finding common ground is our ultimate goal. And never more true than with the Desert Highland transaction that got put together, that turned into a listing that goes pending right away. So ain't that great? We get to advertise. We put it under a contract in one day. Thank you, Jennifer Sterling. And we've got clients that think we are like buyers who think we are the masters of real estate because we took time to try to work through it, not just throw our hands up. It's been easy to send them in another direction. The other piece I will be the largest proponent of is having the smallest, most highly connected sphere of people that have the highest level of connection with you in the smallest number will produce far more long-term business than the masses. I keep harping on that because we all know people, and you know, the experts would say if you had 200 really solid people in your database over time, that would be all that you really need. Now, you know, we're in maybe a little larger cycle, so over time it would be great to expand that. But that's why I say even if you've got 25 or 50 or 75 or 100, do I hear 125? In your database that are people that know who you are, and you are diligent in your connections, they will produce direct business or referral business. The other lesson I'm learning, you know, I think of myself as at least having a fair handle on pricing, and I would say that I tend to be more optimistic than a lot of agents. I mean, there are some that just overprice, but I mean, if you want to talk about the realities of pricing, I'm a firm believer that if a house will support it, put it in the highest end of the range. In today's current environment of no inventory, literally, and this extreme demand, I read my Cromford stats this morning. It's even over the last report, last week, we're up like 9% in the seller's market category over last week. We're seeing multiple offers in Paradise Valley and offers over asking, and so conventional wisdom says look at the solds, go 3 months back only, or maybe 6 months if you have to. But I really am beginning to believe that, not throwing caution to the wind, but we almost need to start looking at those solds and adding not just a 2 or 3% bump, but you might have to add more than that. It's going to depend on the community, but and you know, it's our job to look somewhat into the future, as dangerous as that can be, so we can help people acquire a house that 3 months from now, you know what, they're ahead of the game, or they're okay with what they paid today. The other thing is, I think that sometimes we get in the way of our personal opinions, and sometimes fighting so hard for our clients gets in the way of a sale. Either way, you know, if we do our job, lay out the numbers, and someone wants to pay more than we recommend, we've done our due diligence, we've done our job, and ultimately it's their money to spend, and it's their taste in housing, and it's their decision to put up with whatever idiosyncrasies a property might have. It's not we're not going to live there. So open your minds a little bit to the idea that our pricing models, at least for, I'd say, the next 6 to 12 months, are really going to radically changed, in that we need to look in the future just as much as we look in the past. Finally, on a Monday, I'm very excited to see all the activity that all of you are having. A few of the newer team members getting some momentum, but I still will encourage you all, as mentors to each other, to make the effort to reach out to each other. And if there's a team member you don't know as well, make them your top priority. Our inclusion and our chemistry and our trust is what makes us the finest real estate group on the planet. I believe that. So today, do your tasks, be grateful, and have fun while you're selling real estate. Maybe I'll see most of you at the meeting. Otherwise, I will talk to you all later.
Jay Jasper knows the truth. Call 301